Here's a wild thought. Your body is basically a walking, talking science experiment that never shuts down. You're a bag of bones, blood, bacteria, and brilliance, and yet somehow you still forget where you put your keys. Welcome to EduFactsLab, your new home for mind-blowing facts, unknown facts, and all things fun learning. Let's kick off today's episode with this. Your stomach gets a new lining every 3 to 4 days, or it would digest itself. Yep, your stomach is so hardcore it literally eats anything, including you, if it didn't grow a new layer in time. That's not just a health fact, that's a survival mechanism wrapped in acid. Speaking of digestion, here's another one to chew on. You produce enough saliva in your lifetime to fill 2 swimming pools. 2 Olympic pools. That's not a drool-worthy compliment, that's a splash zone. But let's move from the mouth to the brain, where things get seriously weird. Your brain has more connections than there are stars in the galaxy. That's right, 100 billion neurons playing telephone 24/7. It's like the world's biggest call center, except nobody gets paid and no one's on hold. And here's a psychology fact that'll bake your noodle. Your brain can trick itself into feeling pain from something that didn't even happen. It's like your brain's that one friend who overreacts to everything. You stubbed your toe? Clearly, we're dying. Classic. Let's talk heart. Not the romantic kind, the thump-thump one. Your heart beats about 100,000 times per day? That's over 35 million beats per year without ever texting you back. Rude. Even cooler, the electrical impulses in your heart can continue even after it's removed from your body. So yes, your heart could literally still be beating in a jar. That's not just a science fact, that's Frankenstein-level freaky. Now, onto your bones. You're born with around 270 bones, but end up with only 206. Where did the rest go? They didn't vanish. Many of them just fused together, like those group projects in school where only one person does the work, but everyone still gets credit. Let's jump into another amazing fact. Your skin is the largest organ in your body, and it replaces itself every 27 days. That's right, new you every month. No gym membership required. It's like having a full-body costume that regenerates on autopilot. Oh, and here's one of those unknown facts. If your DNA were uncoiled, it would stretch over 10 billion miles. That's like going from Earth to Pluto and back, and still having enough left over for a snack break. But wait, this is where it gets techie. Your body might just be the most advanced machine on the planet. No AI, no USB ports, no software updates, but it runs 24/7, heals itself, adapts to stress, and still finds time to get hiccups during job interviews. Speaking of hiccups, did you know? The world record for the longest hiccuping spree is 68 years? 68 years. Imagine hiccuping through weddings, birthdays, and your kid's graduation. That's not a health fact, it's a horror story. Let's move to your eyes, which are basically biological cameras, but with cooler features. Your eyes can distinguish about 10 million different colors. Meanwhile, you still can't pick matching socks before coffee. Priorities. Also, fun learning time. Your nose can detect over 1 trillion smells, and yet somehow, you always forget to take out the trash. Mystery of the century. Let's get psychological again. Your brain runs on roughly 20 watts of power, about the same as a light bulb. But instead of lighting a room, it forgets your Netflix password. Efficiency at its finest. Now here's an AI fact twist for you. Some artificial intelligence systems today are being trained to recognize human emotions by analyzing facial muscles and micro-reactions. But guess what? Your body's been doing that since the caveman days. That eyebrow raise? Built-in lie detector. That smile when you're mad? Pure evolutionary sarcasm. Back to the digestive tract. Did you know your intestines are around 25 feet long? That's longer than a London bus. You've got a full road trip packed in your belly, and all it does is convert burritos into energy and regret. More fun? You shed about 600,000 skin cells every hour. Congratulations. You're a human snow globe. And no, you don't glow, those are just dust particles. Let's get into some serious mind-blowing facts. The acid in your stomach is strong enough to dissolve razor blades. But don't try that at home. We're here for educational facts, not ER visits. And here's something historical. The first documented brain surgery happened over 7,000 years ago. No anesthesia, no gloves, just hope and a sharp rock. That's a history fact with serious guts. Literally. Let's talk multitasking. Your body replaces about 50 million cells every second. Meanwhile, you're still figuring out how to make toast without burning it.
Priorities. And now, here's a tech fact that ties back to biology. Your body uses electrical signals to transmit info, just like a computer.
Only difference? Your body does it with ions and neurons. No batteries required. By the way, your fingerprints? Totally unique. But did you know your tongue print is also one of a kind? Next time you lick something weird, just remember you left a trace. CSI Ice Cream Edition. Your lungs? They're not just airbags. If stretched out, they could cover a tennis court. That's a lot of real estate for something that makes you yawn during meetings. Here's a weird one. The pinky finger contributes up to 50% of your hand's strength. So next time someone calls it useless, challenge them to open a tight jar without it. Oh, and speaking of strength, pound for pound, your jaw muscle is one of the strongest in your body. So technically chewing gum is a workout. Gym? Who needs it? Let's hit one more round of unknown facts before we wrap up. Your bones are 5 times stronger than steel by weight. Basically, you're walking around in a skeleton made of superhero-grade material. Meanwhile, you still twist your ankle stepping off a curb. And here's a fun psychology fact. Your brain starts shrinking in your 30s, but it also gets more efficient. So yes, you might forget names, but you'll get better at pretending you didn't. And finally, your body has about 37.2 trillion cells. That's 37 trillion reasons to appreciate how complex, bizarre, and miraculous your body really is. So if you thought your body was just meat and bones, think again. It's a high-tech, AI-inspired, history-backed, psychology-driven masterpiece that's been running on autopilot since day one. Want to know more educational facts, amazing facts, unknown facts, and science facts with a splash of humor?
Hit that subscribe button on EduFactsLab, because learning should never be boring.